While some Americans may be failing background checks, a new study shows American companies may be failing the grade. Fritz Goldman steps in now with more.
Joining us on Working It is LaDon Nikroven, who's a senior career counselor at CareerBuilder. Thanks for joining us today.
Of course.
Now we're talking about background checks, and just to be clear, I think a lot of people kind of get the idea of what it is, but why don't you define what they are exactly?
Sure. A background check is, I'm sure what you're thinking it is, it's kind of the last step in the hiring process to verify an employee. You've probably already looked at the resume, called some references, done some interviews, and this is the last part of kind of validating everything. It could include a drug test, but it doesn't always.
Now, the point of a background check is, in many cases, for security purposes, such as in financial institutions, and it protects the employer.
Absolutely.
So now there's been some issues though with these background checks, because in some cases not only they've been seen sometimes as a negative because perhaps it's a barrier to hiring, but there have been other problems with background checks in large organizations that have really held up the hiring process and not streamlined it. In fact, they've been an impediment. So why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Our most recent survey found that over a third of employers have lost a candidate due to a bad background check experience. So you're always going to lose candidates, and that's a good thing if a background check comes back and it's not something that you wanted to see. But these days we're also seeing that because the experience isn't good, employees, top candidates are pulling themselves out. So you want to make sure you have a great background check experience.
And we're not even talking about the background check is negative. It may come back clean, but it took so long that they just moved on to their next opportunity.
Right. Time is huge because, again, these aren't, like you said, candidates that you want to be not hiring. You want to be hiring them. A lot of top talent could be out there. But while the background check is going on, they're still looking for jobs. They're still going to interviews. And if it doesn't work out, if you're taking too long, they could take another opportunity.
Now, thinking about what the value of the background check is, talk to that a little bit as far as validating that an employee, in fact, is a great candidate.
Absolutely. Like you said, it's a security measure. It's a very good thing. And for the employee, too, I think it looks good that an employer is putting in the time to check, and they really care about who they're hiring, and they want to make sure that the trust is there from the start.
And this, of course, isn't just security measures, but it's also to validate that what they're saying on the resume is true.
Absolutely. You're looking at a number of things. You're looking at education, experience, salary, date ranges, and like I said, there could be drug tests involved too. So it's not just one thing. You want to make sure everything you're putting out there is accurate because almost everything is being checked.
So it's something not only for the employer, but obviously the employee has a stake in this as well.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for joining us today.
Yep.